Hi, my name is Don Lambert, and I'm the president of Accutrust Mortgage. I'd like to thank you for choosing Accutrust, and I hope that you enjoy this short video on the path to homeownership. Buying a home is an experience that many people consider a milestone in their lives. The process can be stressful if you do not understand the steps taken along the way. Let's start from the beginning and take some of the mystery out of the path to homeownership. Whether you are purchasing a new home or refinancing your current home, the first step is getting pre-qualified. This process consists of an initial look at your income, assets, and credit profile. A pre-qual will let you know how much your mortgage payment will be per month and what your purchase price range is you should be shopping in. Your knowledge as a pre-qualified buyer gives you focus and advantage in the purchase market. Most real estate agents and sellers will only work with buyers who have been through this process. Your loan application consists of documentation you provide in addition to all the federal and state disclosures designed to protect your interests and help you make informed choices. In addition to the disclosure package, you'll be required to provide supporting documentation. This typically includes 2 years W-2s, tax returns, 30 days of pay stubs, 2 months of all bank statements and asset documentation, and divorce or bankruptcy papers if applicable. You will also be asked to provide letters of explanation to help with specific issues. These could include large deposits, credit inquiries, late payments, payroll deductions, certain income tax deductions, and a host of other topics. These letters are important and designed to help the underwriter better understand your file. The next step, and one of the more critical ones, concerns your interest rate. After choosing the right program and rate for you, a decision needs to be made whether you choose to lock in your rate or let it float during the application process. Locking your rate secures that particular rate for a specific period of time while your loan is moving through the process. Typically, a rate is locked for 30 to 45 days, but it can be a shorter or longer period given the circumstances of your transaction. Locking your rate will protect you from any increases in the market during the process. But on the other hand, if you have chosen to lock your rate and the market improves, you will be obligated to close at the locked rate. If you've decided to float, your rate will be locked in no later than 5 days prior to your closing and at prevailing market rates. This decision is yours, but should be discussed thoroughly with your mortgage professional. Your loan is now ready for submission to our processing team. Here, your application will undergo an initial in-depth examination of all your disclosures and documents. A welcome email will be sent to you along with a request for any additional information needed to complete your application. It is imperative that you respond immediately to requests as time is of the essence, and we need to meet rate lock, commitment, and closing dates. If you have any questions, please contact your mortgage officer or processor immediately. The appraisal of the subject property is the next important step in the process. The appraiser will conduct an on-site inspection of the interior and exterior of the property and will submit a report which reflects the market value based on current sales in the neighborhood. The report will also indicate if any repairs are needed or additional inspections to address issues such as termite infestation, water analysis, or structural or mechanical concerns. The report will be submitted to the lender for final review, and a copy will be sent directly to you. After all the information is collected and issues resolved, your application is submitted to the lender for final underwriting decision. This is an underwriter who works exclusively for the selected lender and will review and validate all of the information presented and make the final decision on your loan application. Once approved, the lender will issue a commitment to lend, which will include all of your terms particular to your mortgage and any additional information required. The lender may require updated documents such as current pay stubs or bank statements. It may also add new conditions on the approval based on certain overlays which vary amongst lenders. As we prepare for the closing, a title search will be ordered on the subject property with the attorney selected for your transaction. Thorough title search will be conducted at the Registry of Deeds, which includes a history of the property for a minimum of 50 years. This will ensure that your property is free of all liens and title defects from previous owners or transactions. Typically, this attorney will also prepare all of the closing documents and perform the actual closing. The title attorney will submit the title abstract to the lender for final review. At this point, your entire credit file has been submitted and approved. The third-party reports, which consists of the appraisal, the title abstract, have also been submitted. The entire file is reviewed once more for a clear to close and final sign-off of all conditions. Once the lender issues your clear to close, we're able to set up a closing date for your closing. Final closing documents are prepared by the lender and sent to the closing attorney, along with a set of closing instructions. He will compile all of the information, draft a new deed, and prepare the final settlement statement, and all the documents that you will be required to sign at closing. During the closing, you will review every aspect of your application. The interest rate, closing costs, and monthly payments will match what has been disclosed to you earlier and that you've agreed upon. The other key documents include the note, which indicates the rate and term you've selected, and the mortgage, which is where you pledge the property as collateral for the transaction. After all the documents have been reviewed and signed, the lender will issue the funding of your loan. Your documents are then presented to the Registry of Deeds, where it will become a permanent and public record. Congratulations! You've completed your mortgage transaction. If you've just refinanced your current home, I hope that you will continue to enjoy home ownership and all the rewards that it offers you and your family. If you have just purchased a new home, it's all over but the moving. So give all your friends a call and start to settle in.